assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Yep. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready. Yep.
So we're live. Are we live, pal?
I think we're live. Assault and battery, my trunk stay forever ready.
Robbie, hit the music.
Battery, you're scared, you're never ready.
Boom. So we're back.
RKO, the infamous NWO.
Back with another video talking about WrestleMania trip memories.
So this is all Steve's idea, surprisingly. I was a little flustered on what to make a video on, and Steve's like, without even a hitch, he's like, make it about what you missed about WrestleMania trips. I'm like, you're a fucking genius.
Hang out with the boys.
Why not?
Doing?
So that's what we're talking about. And there's a few things, and I know when you're not in it, like really in it, that's when you realize how much you miss from it. So how many WrestleManias have you been to?
1, 2, 3. Only 3.
3. Okay,
yeah.
So I've been to 7.
Wow.
Right? Which is even a lot now, because I see kids like who've been to like 27. They've been still going from 27 on, and then there's some who started at like 30, and they've been going like straight. So they're like 41, right? Yeah. So like, 7 are like not rookie numbers, but they're not as impressive as it used to be. Mind you, they're still pretty good. I feel like we kind of started the it was a different time.
We were ahead of our time.
Yeah.
Day in the life, unboxing, they never exist without us.
And I feel like WrestleMania trips but then are a lot different than what they are now because there's no more Axxess.
Oh, WWE World. What a downgrade.
Yeah.
Everything is paid. You get like the NXT stars is free and everything else you have to pay for, which is terrible.
So I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I missed at the beginning. Being the big collector I was, it was missing out on Axxess, especially that WrestleMania I didn't go to, which would have been 33. So when we went to 32 and then 33 missed out, and I remember thinking like Axxess was one of those things that it gets repetitive after a while, but you do miss going to Axxess. And I think seeing WWE World and how much they changed from what Axxess was, definitely an experience in and of itself.
It's like WWE World's like a WrestleCon now, except just like a fancier version of WrestleCon, except it costs way more.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. They're just trying to get the money out of every little thing.
Exploitation.
Where, like, I don't know if you remember, WrestleMania 27, you had Mike Tyson as, like, a general admission person.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Thinking back, like, that was in 2011. So, mind you, it was a long time ago, but, like, WrestleMania 27, I met Dusty Rhodes. I met Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I met Sin Cara before he debuted. I met Christian.
I was going to think about 30. 30, they had Roman out there. They had Ambrose out there. They had Seth out there. The Wyatts all in one table out there. Yeah, and these were just like regular guys you could just meet if you just happen to catch them. Crazy.
And then but I know Roman, I think by the year after, he was a VIP by 31 or 32.
Yeah, but like I feel like now, like right before you get hot, they're like, okay, let's put you in you have to pay extra for this.
Sure. So like guys, like Axxess has changed a lot. And I remember the first Axxess I went to, I didn't know what to expect. And that kind of brings me to my second point of like what I missed the most of these WrestleMania trips is, well, we talked about this earlier, but it's more for me than Justin. But it's waking up at 4, 5, 6 a.m. to go stand in line for an 8 a.m. Access.
That sounds like a nightmare. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Also, you were a much younger man in your early 20s.
I think about it now. Like there were like that one day where it was Friday into Saturday. Luke and I had an hour and a half sleep. Miguel and Steve knew they were going to be screwed if they wanted to sleep at all. So they pulled an all-nighter. They didn't sleep at all. And, yeah, I mean, that 1.5 hours was better than nothing for me, but the commitment that went into those 8 a.m. Access just so we can be in front of the line, looking back on it, it was great, right? You're not going to have that experience anywhere else, but what the hell were we thinking?
Just wanted to get your WWE DVDs signed and your classic superstars that are on the wall still.
It paid off. I mean, to an extent. I would never go back and say I wish I wouldn't have done that because I feel like these stories that we have, how many years has it been? 15 years? Yeah, 2011, 2026. Yeah, almost like 15 years. Yeah. So within those in those 15 years, so much is like I still remember like it was yesterday, like what we ate, where we went. Steve starving us at WrestleMania. He starved me and Luke. He didn't starve
Steve
you.
started us at WrestleMania 32 also.
Oh,
so,
did he?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Steve loves starving us.
Steve's main goal is just to like go to the shows, be in front of the line, and then just repeat. There's no eating. There's no sleeping in between.
Meet and greet, wrestling shows, another wrestling show, meet and greet.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, let's go to Arby's," and I'm like, "What? What are we
Arby's?
doing? Why are we in Dallas, Texas, having Arby's?"
Which we tried Whataburger, and that didn't turn out well for us either.
Oh, that was just a bad day.
That's actually one of those other things. We didn't even talk about this, but like trying the local foods is like kind of cool. For me, like I don't know, we talked about Monday, WrestleMania 32, and I was mentioning how in hindsight it wasn't that bad of a WrestleMania. It did have its like low points. I still feel like it was the worst trip that we've been on, but like it wasn't that bad.
I think WrestleMania 32 had so much hype, and then as the trip was going on, it was going great, and then we hit WrestleMania and it died. It died. We saw Shinsuke debut, like that NXT going into it, and then Saturday was me and Ravi had 2 different days.
We did.
And then we rolled into Sunday like, all right, WrestleMania 32, biggest show of all time, 100,000 people. And we waited 3 hours, almost had heat stroke, got into the arena when the pyro was going off.
True.
And by the main event, we're like, can you get the Rock off? Like, we want to watch the main event. That's how long the show was.
I got to my seat as Kevin Owens was coming out for the ladder match. And I remember that was the one thing I was looking so forward to, was like a guy I've been watching like come up from the independents. I'm like, damn, this is going to be his first WrestleMania. I want to see him come out, and here I am running to my seat as he's coming out. So I just made it in time, but I did miss the pyro, which I think is like one of the biggest. It's the biggest pop of WrestleMania, seeing the pyro.
It's like that in the main event.
Yeah.
What do we miss? Oh, hanging out. The day we land is the best day of the trip. Is the peak of the trip. Like, I feel like less things are recorded that day, but it's like the most fun. It's like literally the most chaos, because we haven't seen each other in 1 to possibly 4 years, and everyone meets up all at once. We're like, okay, guys, where are we going? So either we go to a random basketball game that we don't pay attention to, and we're just yapping on and taking pictures on our phone, or we're on the street somewhere, aka Bourbon Street, doing absolute nonsense until 3 a.m. in the morning. So
WrestleMania 32, we had the last row for that. Do you remember? It was
we were on the top. We were in the roof.
Yeah, we were literally against the wall.
We're Sting level. We're in the rafters.
We were literally at the very last row, at the very top section, and it was a blast. I remember we got Pizza Hut or something. We got pizza. We were just chilling the whole time,
yapping away. Oh,
great time.
The best time.
And then when you add a city in there, like you said, with Bourbon Street being in the mix, it was like, all right, so let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
And but it was so good. Once you get settled in, you get your hotel, you get everything checked in. That's when the fun really starts.
Like, oh, let's go to Walmart and get some snacks. The absolute nonsense. Like, doing errands with your friends is like the most. I don't know why. It's just like hanging out with your friends, just doing like just random nonsense.
WrestleMania 30, I think, is when it started, when we made that grocery store trip. It was like, you got to get the
famous Walmart trip.
The Walmart trips. And it pays off anyway. It's better than starving. And I think that's what we learned over the years, is like you need to prepare for the weekend. So you need to have like your snacks, your energy drinks. Or remember, I got fruit. Remember, I got oranges and stuff because I got to keep my nutrients up.
Bananas for potassium.
You got to get everything in there. But on the other hand, so you just said how the first day is the best day. What about the last day? So the Monday.
The second WrestleMania is over and you wake up on the Monday, it's like utter depression, because you know you're not going to see your. It's not like we're able to be like, hey, call Steve up. Let's go hang out next weekend. Let's hang out, or whenever you're free. It's like, I don't know when I'm seeing you next. I might, like, maybe we're planning on a trip for next year. Sometimes life happens. I don't see you for a couple of years.
Yeah. And
it's utter depression. You're just sad the whole day. And you go to Raw and you try to, like, have that excitement of what WrestleMania was, but you know at the end of this show, when the whatever superstar is big at the time makes that speech at the end, like, oh, thank you guys for coming to WrestleMania. You're like, that's it. Damn, it's over. I got to go back to reality.
For me, it was every WrestleMania I feel like we went to, the Monday was always a weird day, because you come off like that WrestleMania high, and when you wake up Monday, you know that A, the trip's almost over, but B, you know it's just a Monday Night Raw, and you know it's going to be the Raw after Mania, and you're not going to get an incredible show, but you're going to get the last show. I think with that in the back of your mind, you can't enjoy the day as much as you want to. So I'm trying to think back, like WrestleMania 27, the Monday we went to a Road Warrior Animal signing, which was great. We also went to the Benoit house on Monday, which is even better. So maybe money wasn't all that bad for some. You're
just sad. You're just trying to get everything you can on the last day.
But it's I wouldn't say it's a bad day. It's just a weird day, because you know that it's going to be the last day of the trip. Everyone's kind of like exalted all their energy over the past week, and now it's just kind of on cruise control until you do go to Raw, you pack, you say your goodbyes, and then the next morning, there's people that leave like at 4 a.m. So you really don't get to like see them all that much, because they go to bed pretty early, whatever. But just a weird day all around. And I remember there was WrestleMania 30. You and I actually stayed. We're the last ones to leave.
We stayed. Everyone's gone. We're at 1 o'clock at IHOP. We're like, guys, we're still here.
We're still here. We were literally the last ones of our whole group to still be in New Orleans. And looking back, I feel like we should have went as well, earlier. because there wasn't really much to do after like everyone left. But I think the early flights were like, what was it, like 7 a.m.
I think we just tried to save money. That's what it
Yeah.
was. We were in a ghost. It felt like a ghost town when we were just there. We're just like, oh, what do we do now? Everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone.
But there was in New Orleans the second time we went, the 34. We like did like a whole day on Monday. We were exploring. Then we went raw. We went to Raw. Then we went out all night. Went to sleep. Woke up. Went back out to get food. Then we went home. Like that was like a good. That was a trip.
And then for me, it was actually my first time hanging out with the people we hung out with longer than the couple hours, because I hung out with that group during WrestleMania 29 was when I first got introduced to them, but it was only during WrestleCon. That whole WrestleMania 29 trip was kind of a blur in of itself because it wasn't with my normal group, but it wasn't a bad trip. It was just being introduced to new people. But yeah, that whole day, that Monday was filled. Muffalata Monday.
Oh, Muffalata Monday.
Griff hyped up the sandwich.
Yes.
That whole Monday was based around a sandwich.
And then, 1,000 sub club. Only people of 1,000 subs can hang out with us. And everyone got drunk on Bourbon Street.
But that's why I'm so adamant about going back to WrestleMania when it is in New Orleans, because I feel like that city brings such a magic, and it's the perfect city for WrestleMania, and it brings everyone together. And I'm not just saying we can have fun without getting drunk, but there's something about that city itself that
we could go out late
anywhere,
and we could just be out late
anytime.
And come home at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And we're like, oh, well, that was a good night. There's nothing closes down early. Mind
you, like WrestleMania 31, we did the same thing, but we went to like the liquor store beside the hotel, and we just had fun in the lobby where Rob Van Dam's doing like a 5-star frog splash.
Oh, when you're on Bourbon Street, wrestlers just hanging out there.
Yeah. And if you're into that stuff, which we were, like especially like WrestleMania 30, 31,
yeah,
it was like Axxess. Like you meet the wrestlers wherever you can.
You just be nice. They're like, hey, be nice. We'll be nice. No problem.
But I don't know how things are now. I feel like they're more like protected. But yeah, if you're into meeting wrestlers, that was the other thing. Like you can meet whoever. Like remember WrestleMania 34? I think we met Jeff Hardy, Charlotte Flair.
We met Shinsuke,
Mark Henry, Shinsuke.
Mojo Rawley was partying at like a party we were at. It was a random ass night.
I'm just saying, within the first couple hours of us even being there, we met so many wrestlers just around. It was great, and because we've like kind of been around, we know how to like act. I know it sounds kind of weird, but there are people that we went with for the first time. They didn't know how to handle themselves.
They're like, oh,
yeah, just chill. You're gonna scare them off.
Shinsuke's here. Like,
scare the lion. You're gonna scare the animal away.
You gotta be like, hey, how are you? I'm gonna take a photo real quick. They're like, sure, no problem. Don't wear wrestling clothes.
Yeah, literally.
Just camouflage.
But overall, I feel like with all these stories being said, it's funny because WrestleMania, especially after the first one or maybe the second one, it almost becomes secondary to like what the weekend is all about. For me, very quickly became about hanging out with my friends that I hadn't seen after so long, and it's like, oh yeah, like WrestleMania is just a cherry on top when it comes to this whole weekend, and not being at a WrestleMania now since almost 10 years now, right?
Mine's
34. Yes. What number are we on now? 42?
42.
So yeah, 8 years. It's almost 10 years. Yeah, damn. You miss it. That's the thing. You miss the YouTube wrestling community all coming together. And
also, we've never been to 2-Night Mania.
That too.
Yeah.
Which
we don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is. I can't even speak on that. This is out of my thing.
Or
People
status.
Yeah, literally. You don't have to tell me, buddy. You don't have to tell me. I got kids messaging me saying they watched me in when they were like in kindergarten.
You ever look at a YouTube video like, damn, 15 years ago? Like, what?
Yeah, I made my 17-year anniversary the other day.
Oh, I did see that. That's
crazy. Anything else you want to add?
What do I miss about WrestleMania? Just hanging out with the boys. That is why Ravi did his wedding. Anyways.
That's how I met him. I wouldn't have met him if it wasn't for hanging out with the boys.
He messaged me saying, hey, are you going to the Bret Hart signing?
I talked about that in my video. I'm thankful for all my my buddies.
Yes.
He
didn't say my name in that video. I watched it.
Give him credit where it's due. That's all good.
By the way, everyone who keeps commenting about Legend Killer, he doesn't exist, by the way, so you have to deal with me for the rest of your life.
If I showed you my my Facebook conversation with him, it's literally just me. Hey. Just kidding. Just no response. So it's okay.
You're just pursuing that hot girl that never replies anymore.
Literally, I'm trying to get Legend Killer. I'm trying my best. All right, that's it.